very much. I believe that people who come to award banquets are intellectuals. And I'm honored to be in your company. And it's even a higher accomplishment when I'm receiving an award from a group of people like you, and I really appreciate it. My journey leading to this award began 26 years ago when I landed in Pittsburgh with $300 in my pocket. By the same evening, my net asset value had substantially declined to about $100 after I paid the security deposit to stay with a couple of graduate students in Oakland. I was really tired after a long 20-hour international flight, and I thought that I was very fortunate to have found a place to sleep on the same day. So that was a very humble beginning. Receiving this award is even more humbling experience. Anytime you receive some form of special recognition, it is very rewarding. However, when you are being honored by a group of your peers, it's even more rewarding. Being only the 7th person to receive this award after Dr. Joel Abrams in 1987 and Dr. Carl Lewis in 2010, this is an honor indeed. Dr. Abrams was my department chairman at Pitt. Wow, what an honor to be in the same league as these scholars, and for that, I really thank American Society of Civil Engineers. It's even more amazing that my Michael Baker office happens to be exactly at the same geographic coordinates where I landed in Pittsburgh 26 years ago. Really, being in GIS and GPS, I verified that. Now that's possible only in America. What a country. 26 years later, I'm still here. Now that happens only in Pittsburgh. Since receiving the 2006 Civil Engineer Award, I have accomplished quite a few things. Number one, I have learned to work smarter, not harder. I'm convinced that workaholism impedes innovation. Workaholism impedes innovation. Robots are efficient, but not great thinkers. My second accomplishment is that I stopped working on weekends unless it was absolutely necessary, and spend that time with my family, friends, and Engineers Without Borders volunteers. My third accomplishment was that I bought a Mercedes. Yes, I bought a Mercedes-Benz. But within 6 months, I traded it for a green car, the Toyota Prius. At 45 miles per gallon, I did not mind my 2-hour commute to Allegheny County Sanitary Authority, Alphasan, where I was working. So therefore, I ended up buying a motorcycle to get even better gas mileage. My children, sitting here, were really proud of my American spirit, and my wife, also sitting there, was absolutely convinced of my midlife crisis. My fourth accomplishment was that I wrote more recommendation letters than ever before, many for admission to graduate school. Now that says a lot about the recent state of our economy, unfortunately. accomplishment was that I traveled more than ever before, but not for work. I went to Australia, Canada, Mexico, Egypt, and even Saudi Arabia. I spent more time with my mom in India than ever before. I even took CMU students to India for an EWB project. Michael Baker Corporation, my employer, thought that these accomplishments were good enough for an award nomination. And American Society of Civil Engineers thought that these accomplishments were great for an award. So I have to share some profound thought for you, and my message to you, especially for the young civil engineering members, is that look at that. This is what Carl was telling in the beginning. Civil engineers build quality of life, but sometimes we compromise our own quality of life, and we cannot do that. So enjoy your life and have fun. Get out of office at lunchtime and go for fishing after work or play golf. Working hard is noble, but workaholic fatigue is counterproductive and unhealthy. Exhausted workers, tired people, cannot challenge the status quo and think outside the box, or become innovators and inventors. In the last 5 years, I had the most wonderful opportunity to be able to work on this region's wet weather plan, dealing with sewer overflows and water quality problems. I'm passionate about this area of water resources engineering, and therefore I would like to thank my employer, Michael Baker Corporation, Allegheny County Sanitary Authority, ALCA-SAN, Pittsburgh Water and Sewer Authority, Rivers Wet Weather, and C.D.M. Smith for providing this excellent opportunity to exercise my passion. I would be remiss if I forgot to thank my supervisor, Bill Trimbat, sitting over there, for nominating me for this award, and I also would like to thank my colleague, Sandy Egley, for preparing the nomination packet. Guys, thank you very much. I wouldn't be here without your help. Bill, Sandy, thanks very much. Last but not least, I'm thankful to my wife, Rosie. Rosie, can you please stand up and get recognized? And my children, Maria, Adam, and Harris, for putting up with my typical civil engineering personality, and especially waiting for me at the dinner table when I was late due to meetings, evening classes, or parked with traffic jams. In the end, again, I'm very humble, I'm very honored. Receiving an award from a group like this is nothing short of an accomplishment. For that, I thank you and I thank Pittsburgh.